We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. That's it.
The Preamble project intends to have everybody in the U.S., students, workers, civics folks, legislators, and all that. The project intends to have every one of those people, you and I, recite the preamble to the U.S. Constitution before our school day begins, before our civic meetings begin, and like that. And what my invitation to you is this. First, memorize the preamble. You've just heard it in this tape. It's a pretty powerful sentence, 52 words, first sentence of the Constitution. I like to think of it as our instructions to our mission statement to our elected public servants. So most of them don't think that they're actually serving us, and generally they don't. So the request is this: memorize the preamble. Get so that you can actually say it pretty easily. I use the mnemonic, I can't remember the mnemonic now, FIOPS, to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity. Yeah, so FIOPS, F-E-I-P-P-S, FIOPS. A mnemonic device for remembering the order of the 6 priorities that we have established in the preamble to the Constitution. So anyway, memorize it, and then tape yourself reciting it. And tape your friends, tape your family, and then send it all into the Preamble project on YouTube and on Facebook. Where else have I put it? And I've got a website, www.thepreambleproject.com, which is just a weblog. It's not much, but I'm working on it anyway. So that's my request. That's the idea of the project. You can take it on as your own. Have your school, your kids, your state legislature, your senators. Let's get it out there. If you've been paying attention to the last 2 years of the presidential primary, you may have been astounded, at least I was, at how faltering a mastery of the U.S. Constitution our journalists and our presidential candidates were. They're just kind of, what's the word? I think it's appalling. That's the word I would use. I just couldn't believe it. Mitt Romney said he's going to check with his lawyers to see whether he should bomb Iran. He did know that there's to be no religious test for any official office in the United States of America. That was one he knew. I just, and then of course Nancy Pelosi decided that she would suspend portions of the Constitution. There are 6 places in which impeachment is referred to. Her term was, impeachment is off the table. Dear Speaker Pelosi, I hate to tell you, but there is a constitutionally prescribed method for amending the Constitution. You don't just say, impeachment is off the table. Congress has the power to declare war. It's off the table. We've changed the monetary system of silver and gold coins. We changed it by statute. Unconstitutional, but gee whiz. Suspend the writ of habeas corpus. Suspend the 4th Amendment. Oh, please. Anyway, let's start with the preamble. We, the people of the United States.
We, the people of the United States.
In order to form a more perfect union.
In order to form a more perfect union.
Establish justice. To establish justice.
Ensure domestic tranquility.
Ensure domestic tranquility.
Provide for the common defense.
Provide for the common defense.
Promote the general welfare.
Promote the general welfare and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity. And secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity.
And secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity.
To ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America.
Do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. That's it. 52 words, about 15 seconds. You can say them slowly in each of those clauses and each of those priorities, kind of think about them. And the order in which they're set out, I think, is pretty remarkable. First, you form a more perfect union. Okay, you got that handled, then you can perhaps establish justice. Once you have a more perfect union with justice established, you almost have a shot at ensuring domestic tranquility. And when you got all those three handled, gosh, you got something to defend. And then when you get the whole thing defended and secure, then you can kind of go for the gravy, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to yourselves and your kids, their kids. How many kids? 2 grandkids now. Holy smokes. So that's it. That's the request. That's the project. Pretty simple. I think it would be probably a good idea if you got a copy of a pocket copy of the U.S. Constitution. It's not a very long document. 4 pages of parchment is what it took to write it out the first time. Anyway, it's in the Library of Congress. It's on the web. You can get facsimile pictures of it if you want. So do please undertake this project with me, and let's have people knowing by heart the very first sentence of our U.S. Constitution, where we, the people, set up a government with great trepidation, because governments run by men have had over the course of history a really, really wretched, rotten reputation. Just to have the preamble on the tip of your tongue at any time you want to utter it, think about it, discuss it, analyze how your elected officials are how well they are following or not following your instructions, our instructions. I think it would be very useful. It would certainly be useful if our members of the press and people running for office had some inkling of the Constitution. And wouldn't it be nice if our elected officials actually honored their oath of office to support and defend against all enemies the U.S. Constitution? I have another project to deal with that. More about that later. But this is the Preamble project. Onward.